We in the office.
There's a price you pay for the game you play.
Oh!
We in the office. I thought you was gonna. Are you gonna say we in the office? Are you gonna do your cue?
I'll do it.
You don't gotta do this shit every video. I
I'll
like
do it.
the
I
way
thought
you
that
did.
was your cue. I thought that was your cue.
I free say it just like that. We in the office. All right.
No,
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, that was funny, bro. We in the office.
yo, what's going on, family? I hope everyone had a great week. Today we're back at another one. We're gonna be talking about, I think, something that we can all relate to. Crazy motherfuckers, right? People that you can't rationalize. You can't come up with a realistic excuse for their actions, their behavior. And you ever notice the more you think about it of why they act in that certain way, you drive yourself crazy.
Mhm.
So I like to call this episode a tall glass of crazy. I think it suits for this episode. So let's
Say
get
how
to
you
it.
feel.
Say it how you feel. Welcome to Say It How You Feel, everybody. I'm Free.
I'm Mo.
And I'm saying,
Let's get into it. So what's going on, family? How y'all been?
chilling.
It's been a good week, dog. Been a good week, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Good week. I love seeing, chickens coming home to roost. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all motherfuckers thought you got away, didn't you, bitch? Look at you.
God,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I
got
can't get
wrong,
on the plane. Yeah,
they
bitch,
calling me a terrorist.
You should have thought twice. This one dude was like, "You're treating me like a fucking black person." Like, ooh.
Oh, nah.
I swear
No.
to God, yeah.
Bro, we coming out the gates with that fire just like that.
Man, these
Oh,
motherfuckers
shit.
are mad, boy. They
Oh,
are
God.
mad. And it is hilarious.
Love it.
Where's your leader now, pussy? Huh?
Oh, you looking for that part, huh?
Oh, you
That ain't gonna
thought,
happen.
did you?
You thought-
Let's all right. Well,
Oh,
let's not.
shit.
Okay, let's not jump too far ahead because he's still
I
here.
digress.
He ain't been
digress.
impeached yet, so people still might get pardoned. But man, it feels so good to see these motherfuckers get locked up.
Oh
Damn.
God.
Whew.
It's
My
a-
ancestors are smiling. Even my white ancestors smiling. Like, oh, look at that, buddy. You motherfuckers thought.
Oh shit.
Excuse my energy, guys. Sorry.
No, it's all good, man. It's
Apologize.
appropriate. It's
He came
it's
to
well
play
needed.
today.
It's well needed. Yeah, man. It's definitely been a crazy week. It seems like every week it's like a fucking episode that's just like turning you in different directions. Like, the riot happened, and then the next week Trump gets impeached for the second time. This man has broke history. This man got 2 chips. He had
What?
back to back champion on impeachments. I don't
So
think
he
people.
he didn't get impeached the second time yet, has he?
Yeah,
It's not
they-
official.
The
It's not
House,
official.
it's not official. It's not like stamped, but like he's gonna have the his asterisks on the side of his name. Like he's going to, yeah. So if the Senate convicts him, being
They
impeached,
vote on it, yeah.
if they vote on impeachment, he loses all his privileges, benefits, Secret Service, pension. He's just a regular civilian.
Don't get to run again.
Yeah, he don't get to run again. He don't get
Mm.
classified briefings.
Mm.
$1
$1 million in travel. They get these motherfuckers $1 million in travel expenses
travel.
every year, bro.
That's
He
insane.
won't get that.
He won't get none of that. He lost Deutsche banks, like a lot of banks. They all cut him off. So like he's gonna be in a world of hurt. And you got to also think about the lawsuits that he's got to deal with when he get out of office.
That's right.
Not only that, but you got to deal with New York State coming for that ass because they're gonna be
Not
coming.
only that, but ain't one of these Middle Eastern countries like don't somebody got a warrant out for him? Like somebody put some
Iran,
money on the dime,
They-
right?
they got a
I think
price.
I think it was Iran.
Yeah, it was
Ooh.
Iran. They got a price on
And
that
he
head.
gonna run. He run so far away. That nigga better get that traveling.
Yo,
goddamn it.
my man is over today, bro. He's not playing.
He better make some work.
Yeah,
He
man.
better
Oh,
make some
Bro,
work.
brother man in trouble. Can you imagine like America, like if we don't, because I thought about this shit the other day. If we don't, like as America, if they don't prosecute this man, that's just giving Iran enough time to get one of their boys to snatch his ass up. And I guarantee you, now this is just, I'm a conspiracy theorist. If
Oh,
they
yeah.
snatch his ass up, You think he ain't gonna snitch? You think he gonna give America all of our secret gems?
Getting some
Hell yeah,
6ix9ine vibes. Getting
dog.
some Ratatouille vibes.
Area 51 is not in the West Coast. That shit is in New York City, under Manhattan. Like he gonna say some fucking wild shit, bro.
They have the cure to cancer and AIDS. They've been had the cure to cancer and AIDS.
Yo.
So wait, hold on. So
I
that
have
shit
AIDS
reminded
right now. Yo, this motherfucker, bro.
I
That
think of
shit
the Dave
reminded me
Chappelle
of,
episode.
See, I was thinking about this Mike Epps stand-up. Bro. Where he was talking about the first 48. He said these motherfuckers be snitching so quick as soon as the car pull up. Tony Clark. Get some tapes, baby. I got a lot to talk about. Get the tapes.
Yo,
The Don
So,
boy. So if
here's
they
the-
pull up, he gonna get to drop it. Names, numbers, locations, everything.
Bro, that man name has changed to Don the Con.
facts.
Hey, still the Don in front of it.
I'm telling you though, the
Yeah.
biggest thing, right, is not having another replacement like him. Someone who's younger, more vigorous, more tenacious. Bro, that is the last thing America needs.
Yeah.
So y'all
facts.
pay attention to who we are electing into office. Seriously.
And watch them grassroots. That's where they, that's where they grow at.
Mhm.
So, be on the lookout. You might see some. I don't know if y'all seen American Horror Story a couple seasons ago, but all it takes is one crazy motherfucker to talk to 18 crazy motherfuckers. Now you got 19 crazy motherfuckers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It don't take a lot. It don't take a lot.
It's
like
like
a virus.
it's like what Tupac said, but kind of like in a you know that quote that Tupac said where he's like, I know I'm not gonna change the world, but I'm hoping that I spark the mind that could change the world. This is like the opposite in a way, like as far as like good, we all knew that Tupac was talking about good intentions, but Trump is like the dark Tupac in some kind of way, like he is trying to spark the mind of other.
This
What?
man just called Trump the dark Tupac.
I call him a dark toupee, motherfucker. I ain't got no dark Tupac.
Ooh, I like that dark toupee, the dark toupee. No, but okay, but look at the influence that Tupac had on people.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
I'm just poking fun at that one the dark Tupac. Call this nigga Two Trump.
We don't call him Machiavelli, we call him Macadamian.
Yeah. Hey,
I wouldn't be surprised. He got Thug Life tatted on his chest, bro.
Oh my god.
No, he got Make America Great Again tatted across his shit though. It's MAGA right across his abs, nigga. MAGA right.
Ugh. You
Oh my
abs? What abs?
My fault.
My son,
Sorry.
thick.
Thick.
Hear that?
Thick.
Like a bowl of cold grits.
And Mike Tyson
That
accent.
motherfucker.
Thick.
Like a plastic bag full of dirty baby diapers. That motherfucker look like body shape disgusting. Yuck.
Yo.
Donald Trump probably smell horrible too.
All right, bro.
I'm sorry.
We gotta
Moving on, bro. Moving on. Stop. We're done. Moving on.
This is one
right.
this is one tall class of crazy that we all had a taste of. Pause. But
Pause on that shit.
pause and rewind.
God damn.
No, but this is one tall glass of crazy that we can all relate to on a major scale. But bringing it down and really talking about this subject, I'm sure that we can all relate and we all have multiple stories of crazy ass people. You just can't rationalize why they act a certain way. That's just who they are. So us three, we got countless stories. And shit, who want to go first, man? Who want to go first? Can someone give our audience an example of a tall glass of crazy? Please.
I got a
enlighten me.
drug related glass of crazy.
Ooh, damn.
All right.
Next
So
level.
boom. Here we go. We're gonna start this off with a rationalized crazy. Like you look at somebody and it's like, okay, I can understand why this motherfucker crazy. They've been smoking crack for the past 25 years. Like, what did you think was gonna happen?
Right.
So my dog used to serve this motherfucking fiend. I ain't gonna say his name, but RIP to him too. You know what I'm saying? He lost his life a few years ago. So RIP to that man. But he was hilarious. And he had a fucked up eye. Like that Uncle Ruckus eye. Like one was big and bulbous and the other one, but this motherfucker was like it was like it had a mind of its own. Like an iguana eye and then like a regular human eye. Like the one would just be like this.
Like a
the whole
chameleon.
time. Yeah.
King K. Rool eye. I feel
There you go. There you
Like
go.
Ranjo. He's like Ranjo.
So he had owed my dog some money. and he came to get served up. And my dog, he was cool with his fiends, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, this motherfucker think it's a game. So he kind of roughed him up a little bit. And he was like, get on the motherfucking phone. You better get my motherfucking money. And the dude got on the phone and he was like, hello. I think said, apparently he was a voicemail. He was like, hello, said his name. Some, 11:30. I need my money tonight. Nigga, dead or alive. You cut the head off and the body go drop. And it just ended the call. Bro, hilarious. We lost it, right? But like 30 minutes later, but he pulled up with his money, you know what I'm saying? So they knew dude was not playing. It was another time we was sitting in the trap chilling, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like I was in this environment every day, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit here in front, but there was a few times where motherfucker, you just chilling in the trap. It is what it is. So he came up to get served and he was talking to another crackhead. And he told the crackhead, he told the other dude, he was like, yeah, see, you out here weak. I seen you fall the other day. You out here weak. You need to be in the gym. See me? I be in there lifting weights, getting big like Shaq. Bruh, hilarious. And he had a 40 ounce in his hand. Other crackhead looked at him and was like, nigga, the only thing your ass be lifted is that motherfucking 40 ounce to your lips. Bruh, we lost. But
Oh my
come to
god.
find out later on down the line, like 15 years later, this was back in like '08, right? So I can't even say 15 years later. Well, we in 2021 now.
Mhm.
So like 2016, 2017, this motherfucker saved some people, bro, from a burning building.
Damn.
Crackhead super strength.
A noble crackhead.
Crackhead
Damn.
super strength. So he was crazy, but he was a drug induced crazy. And it was sad to see, but hilarious to fucking watch. You know what I'm saying? But it's I wanted to start things off a little light, you know what I'm saying? Cut the head off of the
Yeah.
body, go drop. God damn it, every
That's
time.
hilarious.
Every time.
Did
Yo,
you hear? Did you so you heard the voicemail?
He was standing there on the phone. Well, he was on the ground on the phone. So like he was leaned back on the ground. He was like, hello, and just hopped straight into it. I don't even know if this motherfucker left a voicemail or not, because it seemed like as soon as my dog's like, call and get my motherfucking money. He was like, hello.
bro.
But dude pulled up with them snaps, goddamn it. So, but he had some
Oh
pull.
shit.
He was a strong crackhead.
Oh my
In
He's
god.
the
a
gym,
no.
lifting weights, getting big like Shaq. Hilarious.
No, I can't match that. I can't like yo, that's a super crackhead, bro. This dude's like a superhero. They should make a
Saving
comic book
lives.
out of his ass.
Super crack.
Super crack.
Crack man.
Crack
So
man, crack man.
since we talking about rational crazy, right? I got one along that lines, right? It makes sense. So boom, I'm working on base. I used to work the vehicle inspection. I think you guys remember and shit.
Mhm.
So I'm over
Mhm.
there, and you guys know the rules, right? People come through, everyone has to get vetted, right? So we got to do background checks. We check their information. We're good to go. So as I'm checking the guy's information, you could tell he looks a little bit nervous, and we pick up on the cues, right? Like Mo said a couple episodes ago, profiling, right? So I'm looking like something's up with this dude, man. Come to find out, they pull me aside, like, hey, listen, he has a warrant from ICE. So it's like, okay. So I pulled the guy aside. I was like, hey, listen, talk to me.
Damn.
What's going on with you? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, everything good to go? He's like, yeah, Papi, I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay. They keep running his shit. Come to find out, he has a warrant, right?
Mm.
So I asked him about it, and he came clean. He was like, yes, listen, um, I'm not technically supposed to be in the country. I was like, are you serious? He was like, yes. And I was like, well, there's nothing I can do now because we already ran your background. It's like, I'm sorry, So there's nothing I can do. Once we run you, that's it. So unfortunately, we had to transport him over, and we had to call ICE, right? So I'm talking to this dude. I felt this is probably one of the only times I ever felt so sad like doing this. I'm handcuffing the dude. He was very compliant. He was chill. And then we get in the car, and I was like, hey, listen, man, I'm gonna personally drive you over to the other side, and I'm gonna stay with you, and I'll make sure that I explain to these guys what's going on, right? So we in the car, we're driving, right? And this guy's in the back, and he's like, Poppy, what do you think is gonna happen to me? And I was like, look, man, I really don't know. He goes, well, fuck it, I might as well come clean. He's like, listen, he's like, a couple years ago, I had stuck into the country and I got caught. I was like, okay. He's like, and what they did was they kick you out, and then you have to wait 10 years. He's like, today it makes 9 years and 1 month and 11 months. He's like, so I have 1 month to go from today. I was like, are you serious, bro? He's like, yes. He
Damn.
goes, so there's nothing you can do. I was like, there's nothing I can do. My hands are tied. It's above me, right? So he's in the back, and then he goes, well, fuck it. I'll be back Thursday. I was like, yo, this dude was that serious. I was like, bro, stop playing. And he's like, no, Poppy, I'm serious. I'll be back Thursday. He's like, bro, you sure you can't do nothing? I was like, I'm sure. He's like, it's gonna suck, but he's like, my wife lives here, my kids live here. He's like, I have a house in my name, bro. He's like, this shit is stupid. And I was like, I
Yeah.
understand. But he's like, let me tell you how the process goes, right? And he starts breaking it down, bro. He's like, look, they dropped me off. He's like, I go stay with some friends. They move me to a location. They put us on a bus. They charter us over. We walk a couple of miles, and boom, I'm back in the country. Then I have my cousins pick me up, and they take me to my house. And I was like, bro, are you serious? He's like, yeah, just like that, bro.
Damn.
He's like, I'll be back Thursday, Poppy. I'll be back Thursday. I was like, yo.
I mean, back there.
So we get to the station, bro. I'm talking to this dude. I'm trying to keep him cool. And then this is when shit just went left. And this is when I was like, damn, I felt horrible. The ICE agents come up, right? These guys are fucking cocky dicks, bro. They're like beyond
Assholes.
me. Way worse than me. I'll tell you that right now. They're complete dicks. This guy, I never forget this shit.
Wait, pause. I like how you were like the baseline for
I am.
dickheadedness, and
I
then above
am.
that it's like this.
I'm
is
not even
Spectrum
that
of
bad, though.
assholes. You
Too
like
much.
rich?
Yes. I'm not that bad though. I could be a dick, but I'm not that bad though. I'm admitting it. You know what I'm saying? I'm honest
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
But these guys are like fucking slick back hair dickheads.
Super
you know what I'm saying?
dicks.
Exactly.
Epicon Delta.
Facts.
Leprechaun Delta dicks.
So they come up. I never forget this shit, man. This guy had like this reddish brown jacket. I was like, who the fuck wears that in the middle of December? So he's walking up and he was like, hey, this the guy? And I'm like, yeah, this is him. And then he's like, where's the paperwork? I'm like, right here. So he snatches, well, he didn't really snatch. He grabbed it, slightly aggressive, right? And then he's like, this the guy? I'm like, yeah. So he starts putting his hands in his face. He's like, you want to sneak into my fucking country? Huh? You want to sneak into my country? And I was like, yo. And then his partner was like, we got it from here. And I was like, all right, give my cuffs back. I used to carry some expensive ass cuffs. So as he's taking them on, he's like, don't you fucking move. You hear me? I was like, yo, my man, chill. So I took the cuffs off. I was like, let me get my shit. I took my cuffs off and I was like, yo, listen, I'll see you Thursday. he just started laughing. The dude looked at him and then he smiled. He's like, thank you, Poppy. And then he walked off, man. The whole time these guys are talking to him crazy. And that shit just got me so angry, bro. But I know yeah, man. Yeah.
It's definitely, damn.
That motherfucker was crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I can just imagine him saying like, I'll be back Thursday, Poppy. And he just like, I'll be back Thursday, Poppy.
When you see him in the cuffs, motherfucking shoulders covered in the back.
It's like,
Yo. Oh my God.
Right.
Man, you know what? I can't think of anything that is like rational crazy. I could just think of like irrational shit. So I call this story Airman Allen. Okay.
It's a
This
good
guy.
Name? You gonna drop this man name?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Ooh.
Yeah, 100%. This is by far. He's by far the most strange, like the strangest human being I've ever encountered in my entire life, hands down. My second year working on base in Florida, there was a new troop named Airman Allen, and my flight chief told me, "Hey, I want you to show him around. I'm going to put you on security too. Security, I'm the area supervisor of the flight line. So I'm showing him around, showing him all the checks that we got to do on a 12-hour shift. And as I'm driving, I'm gonna just try to give y'all the highlights because there's so much to this story. I'm gonna just try to give y'all the highlights, try to keep it short and sweet. Yeah, bro. We're in security too, so it's a pickup truck that we have, and we're driving on like the main road, and it's like maybe 3 miles to get to the flight line.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're driving those 3 miles, I'm giving him things that we need to look out for, and he's in the passenger seat. I could just feel somebody staring at me.
I'm sorry.
So I kind of like look at my peripheral, and I could see homeboy like look in a weird way. Like, he's like, his posture looks weird. So I'm like, okay,
Show me.
how can
Show
I?
me his posture.
Oh, I will. Oh, I will. I will,
That
bro.
motherfucker was sitting in that bitch. Body turned
Yo,
to the side, looking at you.
bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, okay, how can I look in his direction without making it look, so obvious? Okay, let me just act like I'm looking at, at his mirror or at his window, or let me look at the side mirror. So I look, and now I look at the mirror and I look at him, and this motherfucker was looking at me like this, like his legs are this way. His legs are this way. We're going this way, and y'all are me. And he's just like,
Oh my god.
he's got big ass bulbous eyes. I swerved a little bit. Now this is a two-way road. Almost
Oh
put him
my
on side of the
God.
road. I was like, oh shit, nigga, you good? And he did like one of these. Yeah. And he just slowly turned his head back forward. I'm like, no. You turn. I went back.
Drop that motherfucker off now.
I went back to the squadron like, yo, something wrong with this motherfucker. I'm not trying to get shot. I'm not whatever's on his mind right now. I don't want to be a part of it, because it seemed like he's
defected.
The mall's open, but nobody's shopping. It looked like he was kind of like a little lost. Like he wasn't like wrapped too tight. We took a U-turn. We go back to the squadron. I go to my flight chief. Yo, flight chief, I feel very uncomfortable. I'm telling you right now, I can't do this shit. Like, I know I'm new, but I'm not used to this shit. And I don't think I did any CBT or any damn training that prepared me for this weird ass motherfucker. He started laughing.
What's CBT? Computer-based training. I got you.
Computer-based training.
All right.
I'm just making sure everyone listening is following, and they're not like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
So in layman's term, CBT is a online course that you take on whatever the subject
Nonsense.
is.
Yeah.
Nonsense, basically.
How to tie your shoes.
Shout out to C Bernie.
C Bernie. Self-aid buddy care.
You stupid, bro.
SABC. Woo. Woo woo. So I go back to the flight chief office. I'm telling him everything that's going on. He's laughing, and before I left his office, I remember telling him, please don't post me with them tomorrow. And he was like, okay, all right, free, I won't do it.
Psych.
You thought.
You thought.
I thought. So the shift is over with, and I look at the roster to see what I'm going to be posted tomorrow, and lo and behold, free, Airman Allen, same pose. Bruh, why? And he's laughing as he's walking out the guard my room, and he's like, ha, ha, and then just closed the door. And I'm like, that's really fucked up.
Everybody knows rule number one: you never tell them who you don't want to work with.
Exactly. And that was my learning. That was my lesson. That's how I found out, that moment right there. So from that point on, I never go ahead, Mo.
Until you get the pool. Once you get the pool, you can start doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we used to do that shit all the time. Like, yo, come on, man. I got you.
Right.
Yeah, we get work done.
Oh, you making a roster today? Fuck yeah.
Right.
got
if you got the right people, that's looking out for you, yeah, they're gonna hook you up. But if you like a new troop, or if your flight chief just a dick, then you just gotta deal with it. Anyway, back to the story. The next day I'm posted with them again. Same post, security 2. And we go to the flight line. We actually made it to the flight line this time. And I told him we got to do a fire check. So a fire check is basically you have to circle around your vehicle before going on the flight line to make sure there's no foreign objects that's hanging off your vehicle, because you don't want to get you don't want the aircrafts to get damaged as they're like taking off or whatever. So I told him, hey, stay in the car. I'm gonna circle around the car real quick, and we're just gonna hurry up and get on the flight line. So he's on the passenger seat, and I get out the car, and I'm going from the rear to the front. So as I'm going on his side, I can see from the side mirror that he's like really into whatever he's looking at on his iPhone, and he's like licking his lips. He got big ass eyes, like I said. So he's like doing this. I swear to God, bro. Like, I probably look weird as shit on this podcast. I don't give a shit. I'm trying to impersonate this person the best way I can, just to stress how strange this motherfucker was. I ain't looking at y'all niggas. I'm looking at the camera. This nigga weird. This motherfucker is weird, bro. So, I get closer. Back to the story. I get closer. I get closer to like to his window. I'm like kind of behind his head, but I can see what he's looking at. This motherfucker is looking at breastfeeding videos.
Shut the cat. You lying, bro.
Swear to God. Oh, I can keep going with the story.
No.
And y'all can
please.
Breast milk.
Are you serious?
You make my day.
Yo.
It's 100% Cambodian, bitch.
Yo, what the fuck, bro?
Swear to God, bro. Swear to God.
He was licking his lips like that?
Yes, bro. Into it. Big ass eyes and everything, bro.
To be fair,
sicko.
What size are we talking?
We talking about what size? I wasn't looking at the breast, motherfucker. The fuck?
Oh,
nigga, you just as weird.
Hey, how am I weird? I'm not licking my lips. I'm just saying. Maybe he had a reason to lick his lips. I'm just asking the size. That's all I ask.
Dirty ass up.
Why I gotta be dirty, bro?
Because you out here watching women breastfeed their kids, you fucking
I didn't watch the video. All I was, bro, was the size. That's all I said.
I just want to know
the bad guy.
How big was the titty?
That's all I'm asking.
I just want to
be a bad guy. Jesus Christ.
C's, D's, E's?
That's all. Yeah. Did he have a reason to lick his lips is what I'm asking.
That's a whole lot of titty.
Katie has some big ass titties.
Yo. Hey, oh my God, bro.
No, but yeah. So he was looking at he was looking at the breastfeeding video.
Banged on the window. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I didn't tell my flight chief, but I told everyone on my shift, and then from that point on, like people started catching on to like how weird this dude is, and we just started not me, but the flight chief started catching on. Like everyone started talking about it. The flight chief started understanding like, yo, Free was right. And he started annotating shit. He wasn't writing them up, but he was just like, writing notes to like give to the superintendent just in case if he was to, do anything stupid, we already knew. And look, we're not gonna make it go any further. Look here.
Yeah, paper trail.
This motherfucker, paper trail.
Yeah.
So long story short, man, this dude ended up going to prison, man. Like he got caught. They were doing tabs on him. He got caught with let me get this right. He had over 180 videos of child porn and over
fucking
50,
sicko.
Fucking sick.
Over 50 videos of animal bestiality. And the day before, because Brevard County Sheriff Department and OSI raided his dorm. Now he was on the same building as me, but I was on one end and we were on opposite ends. So I remember the day before, or hours before his shit got raided, I was leaving the base and I saw like a crowd of dudes in unmarked vehicles, like in tactical gear, whatever. And they were just talking about shit, but they raided. So like a couple hours later, they raided his shit. They took everything: Xbox, laptop, anything that can hold content,
storage data.
Yeah, man. They got on him. But this is the shit that makes it even more crazy. And I ended with this because I'm this has been dragging out too long. Excuse me. So he got busted with all that shit, and they was trying to process him out. They weren't trying to prosecute him. They were just gonna process him out and just let
the feds
handle it.
Yeah.
They put him on probation until they finished up the paperwork to push him out. They said you can't be on the phone, you can't be on the internet or anything without supervision. This dumb motherfucker goes to the base library and sits beside the base commander's wife, and he goes on MySpace and he's just surfing the web. I'm not there, but I can only imagine the base commander wife is just looking at him like, you see this motherfucker right here?
I mean,
do you see this shit? Like, how dumb can you be?
Watching titty sucking videos.
I don't know. I can only imagine, but within like an hour, they scooped his ass up and I never saw him again. All I know is that he went to prison in Florida, and I think he's still in there.
Yeah. That shit is a no-go. That's it. You're done. And it's funny because I had a story like that too. It was something weird along the lines like that. So again, same post. I'm working the same shift. Truck pulls up, and like I said, I hate saying it like this, but profiling in a sense. Mm-hmm. Guy comes off the truck. You guys know, like most truck drivers, They're gritty. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're dirty, but they're just gritty. They have a certain edge to them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This motherfucker hopped out in some polo shoes, golf shorts, and a nice polo. Pink, by the way. A nice pink. Like a really nice pink. And he came off the
Mm.
truck, and immediately I was like, this is a truck driver? And then I didn't say anything. I just kept doing my inspection, whatever. And then I had one of my subordinates, you know, she's working the desk. She's doing his background check. And the moment he walked into the office space to get his background check, she was like, yo, something feels weird. Like this guy is creeping me the fuck out. And 9 out of 10 times, she's always right. So I'm sitting there, or she's sitting there, she's running in, and she calls me over. She's like, hey, look. And she shows me what's on his shit, right? Or what's on his background check. So I don't ever curse when I'm dealing with people. I curse a lot, but I don't ever curse when I'm interacting with someone in
Right.
authoritative tone. That's one thing about me. I'm very, 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 very professional. But I'm looking at this dude and I asked him a question. I was like, sir, is there anything that you wish to disclose prior to you having access to the installation? And he was like, no. Well, he's like, yes, actually, one thing. Uh, I'm a I'm a registered sex offender, or I have. He's like, I some shit like that. And then he's smiling, and I was like, that's fucking funny. And then I caught myself, and he looked at me. He's like, no, no, no. So what the shit said was, it was child molestation charges to like a second degree or some shit. But he's smiling as he's telling me this. So that's what really made me upset about it, right? And I reacted the way I did. But I
Yeah.
caught myself, kept it professional, right? So I'm asking questions because that's the job. So now I'm asking, okay, well, talk to me about it. So he was like, yeah, it happened a couple years ago. Allegedly, he said it was against his kids. So what happened was he was getting a divorce with his wife. She alleged that he was touching the kids, and they had some type of agreement to where he would sign over his rights of his children to her,
If she
and
didn't.
yep, the charge will be dropped, right? But it still flags in the system because, as you know, that is a
Yeah.
class A felony, right? So
Right.
as I'm talking to the dude, he's explaining the story, but I look at him, and you, like I said again, right? You look at this dude, like I said about truck drivers. This guy has a clean cut polo. It was open, no chest hair, fingernails was cut really short, no facial hair, barely any hair on him at all, no hair on his
Mm.
arms, legs was shaved, right? Like it was almost as if he was trying to keep himself in check to make sure if he ever did, he would never get caught up again. Does that make
No,
sense?
no evidence.
No evidence,
Mm.
right? And I again, it is a reach, right? But you telling me, you're kind of almost bragging in a sense that when you're smiling and telling me, yeah, child molestation with a smile.
The shit eating grin.
Yeah, man. So it was very weird. And
Yeah.
another thing I knew, right, is with that type of felony, typically you're not gonna be working anywhere, right?
Mhm.
So him driving trucks makes sense, but the way he just dressed, the way he acted, the way he carried himself, screamed pedo. It really did. I'm being honest.
Wow.
And anyway, he was
Mm-mm.
good to go, man. We took notes, we gave him his paperwork, and he was on his fucking way. But I tell you, bro, like it was
Just
just
off
weird.
just off the story of when he was saying that he was accused of touching his own kids
Yeah,
and he agreed to
to
sign
sign
his
his
own
rights over.
rights. That right there shows that you are guilty, bro. That means that
Yeah.
you
I,
without a shadow of a doubt you did something, because if you didn't do anything,
You
you
wouldn't
would
be
have took that
willing to
shit to,
settle. Yeah,
hell
you
yeah, you would take that shit
fuck.
to court. Of course. That's the worst thing you could do is give up your rights. Worst thing.
Second to touching your fucking kids, you sick
Yes.
fuck.
Yes.
yeah,
Besides
Oh,
that, yes. But that just shows that you were guilty. That's
it
the
could be.
prime
I
evidence
mean,
right
it
there.
could be an admission of guilt. Could be. But
What
I'm
kind of
not.
guilt?
I don't like to assume. I don't like to go down a rabbit hole of things. But to
Right.
me, as a father, absolutely, I would. Of course, I would say that. Plus, I'm a big person on character, and when it comes to mannerisms, that's my shit. When
Yeah.
I'm watching somebody talk and I'm watching how you're fidgeting, you grind your teeth too long, I'm like something's wrong. You moving your foot too long, I know something's wrong. You guys know
Yeah.
I keep my head on a swivel. I'm always peeping shit. So like the way he carried himself, bro, and we've interacted with people that have done shit like this in the past.
Hmm.
He screams pedo all the way,
Yeah.
and he kind of got like a free pass.
mm, mm,
Yeah,
mm.
crazy.
That sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers get more time for fucking nonviolent drug offenses than they do for fucking people. It's fucking
Yep.
sick.
Couldn't have said it
Children.
better.
Yep.
Crazy. It's a crazy way this justice system works out.
Pedophiles get more of a right, or they get more of a pass than people that have like a little bit of weed in their pocket.
They get more of a
Or
right to rehabilitation. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? It's
Mm.
like
yes,
you got more faith that this person can change their ways and reintegrate into society other than somebody who is trying to provide. Like that's come on, bro. Make it make sense.
Mm,
Please make it make sense because
Make
it
it
ain't
make
making
sense.
sense.
Even if they wasn't trying to provide, it's drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
at the end of the day, caffeine is a drug, alcohol is a drug, tobacco is a drug. You know what I'm saying? These are things that are legal, but they still like you can right now go to the liquor store and buy enough liquor to kill yourself.
Yep.
So
Tax.
who is anybody, you know what I'm saying, to tell you what you can and can't put into your body? You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You're an adult. If you can handle your shit, you can handle your shit. I know fucking functional alcoholics. I know functional cokeheads. Like it's people out here that's doing drugs and can still keep
Killing
their
it at
shit
work.
together. Can
Still,
still
Yeah.
keep their shit together. You know,
yep.
but these other assholes can go fucking commit an offense, go to jail, come out,
Do it
recommit the offense.
again.
You know, shit,
Yep.
just not too long ago, like back here in July, they had. I hate to go off on a tangent with this shit, but you know what I'm saying? This is one thing that as all of us as fathers, I can feel we are all passionate about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah.
I can't stand a thief. I can't stand a fucking sex offender. Like, those are two big ones where it's just like with me, it's like, you scum of the earth type shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're out here stealing, if you're out here fucking kids, or, you know what I'm saying, taking shit from people, period. It's just,
Yeah.
Unforgivable.
it's a no go. It's unforgivable, right? So out here in Harrisburg, they had this fucking thing where this guy had basically essentially kidnapped a kid, a young man, and like the boy escaped and was down the street ass naked. You know what I'm saying? Nobody called the police. You know what I'm saying? I guess one person tried to help him, and the dude came and got him. Right, took him back to the house. The next day, the boy escaped again, or some timeline that was really short. He escapes again, and the guy shoots him dead in the middle of the street.
Are you fucking serious?
This fucking sex offender who was already a convicted sex offender was out here free willy-nilly, had kidnapped somebody, was essentially holding him hostage, and then murdered this boy right here in the middle of the street. Nobody helped this kid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn.
why was this dude even free? Why
Right.
was he even out? Why was his house right there? I think the house he was in was like right up the street from a fucking school. Like, don't nobody pay attention to this shit when they let these people go.
Right.
Like, we need to get stricter on that shit and less strict on these fucking drug convictions. Just
So
my
Facts,
personal
bro.
opinion. Just my personal opinion.
that makes
At the end of
sense.
the day, you know, what can you do about it? You know, how can you stop it? Keep your babies protected, and if you see some weird shit, don't be afraid. Like some of these Karens, you know what I'm saying? Like I completely object to Karen behavior. Mind your motherfucking business. But on the
When you
flip
see
side of that
something that
same
looks
coin,
suspect, like
Yeah.
you know, it's
That's when you
some
need to
things
fucking
that's
scream
just
and holler and shit. Yeah.
yeah.
we need like a small percent of Karen. We need like a task force of Karens to just be out there and they doing the right thing instead of like
Doing useful shit.
useful shit, not calling the authorities off of paranoia,
Mm.
but looking at the situation for what it is. Case in point, if you're at a supermarket and you see a white van parked by someone else and you see a person like trying to, if you see something obvious, of course,
Scheming.
something, yeah, scheming, of course.
Reasonable suspicion is what we call that in law enforcement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Um something has to be obvious for you to like, bring that to everyone's attention. But if it's based off of paranoia because a certain person is like their skin color,
Mm.
then that's not enough. You don't have a leg to stand on.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's
Anywho.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it
Anywho,
at
Anywho.
that.
we'll leave that one where it's laying at.
Yeah. Let
Right.
that shit stink.
There you go.
Smells.
Yo, so y'all remember that one particular person that we worked at New Jersey together? I like to call him Head and Shoulders.
Ooh.
Oh, you talk about shake the demons off.
That
This
motherfucker invented the Hall of
ev-
Shake.
Every day before he came into work, I
Mm.
don't give a fuck what the weather was like. Before he
Yes.
crossed that door,
Yes.
before he crossed the threshold, he would
Mhm.
shake them demons off. Y'all remember
Yep.
Goldberg, the wrestler? You know what I'm saying? When the sparks would
Yo.
be flying, he'd be shaking
Yo.
his head. That same type
It
of
was-
energy. He would
it
shake
was
them demons
you.
off.
You told me that shit. I never forget.
Yeah, I
this shit,
remember you
bro.
telling me, and I'd never seen it. I never saw that shit.
Facts. He was like, yo, come here. Let me tell you something real quick. I was like, what's up? He's like, yo, watch this shit. Old boy is going to walk through that fucking door. He's going to do that shake. He's going to have an energy drink in his hand. He's going to walk to the counter. He's going to do it again. He's going to put that bitch down and he's going to grab his shit for the day. And this motherfucker did it verbatim, bro. And I was like, yo, that's scary. And every day I watched him, and remember we had everybody watch him together, and they was like, yo, this motherfucker
This
is nuts.
motherfucker about to snap.
I had been watching this bastard for like 5-6 days straight, and the first time I peeped it, I just seen the shake out the corner of my eye. I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
That ain't
And then he
normal.
did it again. I was like, okay, maybe it's a twitch or some shit. But it was every fucking day. He would come through that same thing: shake, take a sip, go over, put that bitch down, shake again, take his gun, and he was ready for the day. Didn't
It's like
shake one time. Didn't shake one time out of the post though.
Yep.
You'd be out of the post. You'd be with him all day. You in the car with him all day.
Chilling.
Not one shake. But every day when he would come through that door, you gotta shake them demons off.
Kill him.
It's like
Kill
finish
them all.
kill.
Kill them all. Kill them all. Yo. Oh shit.
Man, that's scary, bro. That's scary. It's like a routine for him. It's like an NBA player. Like, you know, every NBA player got their own little routine before they do a free throw.
That motherfucking shake. Telling you, boy.
So what
Terrible,
was you
dog.
gonna say about Head and Shoulders before I cut you off? My bad.
Shit, I like to share the story Head and Shoulders.
Yeah,
Exactly
go
what it
ahead,
is.
bro.
Why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
Right.
Mind you, we was on gate. We was on
Yes.
the same post that day. Were you there?
All of
with us?
us. I think Brown
Oh, you was
there.
there? I don't think
I
so.
don't know. I don't know if Say was there. Say, were you there?
I remember pulling up tail end. No. I came after. And he was like, yo, you know what the motherfucker just told me? Yes.
And we was on that one busy gate, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I pulled up
Okay.
I
after.
think was it the main gate?
I think so.
Was
Besides the point.
never
Get
mind.
into the story.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let that shit rip.
I digress.
All right, I'm gonna need y'all help because I'm trying to collect the pieces to, like, you know, form a good story. But
I got you.
I appreciate
Because I
that.
remember
I
this
got you.
shit.
I do too.
So from what I can remember, we were all at the gate and we were sharing stories. We just bullshitting as we always do. And one thing I've noticed about us all sharing stories is there's always a punchline, or it's always like a funny ending, like a funny punchline ending to be like, or even if it's a terrible story, there's always a moral to the story or something that I learned from that. This wasn't the case.
I learned something.
I learned something.
Yeah.
but for the sender didn't learn anything from it at all. The person that actually lived it didn't learn anything from it at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and start from the top. This man said that when it was his turn to talk, he said that when he was deployed, he had the urge to ejaculate with medical head.
No. I'm
shoulders.
sorry. I'm
So, yeah,
sorry. No, you're fucking
messing-
it up.
yeah,
you're fucking. I'm
fucking
sorry.
up.
Oh, am I
you.
fucking it up?
I'll start it, and then you can get it halfway because I know you
Yeah,
got the good part.
Start
So,
trying.
yeah, please get to the good part because
Here we go.
Thank you.
So here we go. Right. He was deployed downrange, and downrange being the Middle East. Right.
Mhm.
I forgot what year it was, but whatever. So he used to share a tent. Right. I forgot. I don't know the particular words, but I know he shared it with a bunch of dudes, and he said, "Hey man, listen. So I had a habit of masturbating." He was like a chronic masturbator. That was a fact, right? And
I
he
forgot about
said,
that.
I would masturbate with lotion. And we were kind of like fucking around, like, okay, well, how? He's like, well, I just take a sock or I roll over and I have a blanket. I was like, okay, too much. So he said he said, since he was a chronic masturbator, right? This is a fact. He said that he ran out of lotion. Nobody else had lotion. And the only thing that was left, guess what, everybody? Some fucking Head and Shoulders, bro.
Medical.
Medical.
Yeah, medical grade. Head and
Please.
Shoulders.
Medical grade.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
much
military
different.
grade.
He had a
Military
horrible
grade.
dandruff problem too. He had a horrible
Yes.
dandruff problem.
Yes,
Well,
he's fucking
even-
that. All that shaking he was doing, some shit was
He was
flying
shaking
off
all
too.
them flakes.
That
shaking the
motherfucker-
flakes off.
That motherfucker had a nor'easter on the scalp. God damn it.
Facts. Facts. So he says one night he couldn't hold it anymore. He said he just had to masturbate, right? He had to beat off. And he said he grabbed the Head and Shoulders. He thought about it. He put the bottle down. He put the bottle down. He picked that bitch up. He looked at it this time. He said, fuck it. What's the worst that can happen? Right? My man's opens that bitch up, lubes his hand up, starts beating it like it owes him money, right? He's going to town. He's in there giving that shit the business, right? So as he's going to work, right? Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Everything's chill. He had a good night. Happy ending. Man's went to sleep. He said the next day he woke up and his shit was completely blistered red. Like it started swelling.
Swollen.
Yeah, swollen, bumping,
He
blisters, right?
couldn't pee.
Exactly. He said he couldn't pee, so he got scared. I think he even left it for another day before he got it checked out. That's
Yeah,
another
like a
thing
day or
too.
two. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, he went to work. I thought he went to work that day, and while he was at work, they had to take him off a post because
I remember
of his
he
dangling.
I remember he said it was more than 24 hours. He
It was.
waited.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then so then after when he got to work and he finally started working, that's when they pulled him off because he said it was too unbearable. And when he got back and the nurses checked him out, they was like, "Whoa!" And then he was like, "We were like, what happened?" And this motherfucker with a dead straight face was like, "I masturbated with the Head and Shoulders that you guys gave us." And they looked at this dude. They had to put a catheter in his shit too, bro.
You put a catheter in the shit.
Yeah.
For those that do not know what a catheter is, but so that's to help him extract the urine, right? So they had to get this motherfucker a catheter. They had to pretty much he was pissing out of a tube for about a week or so, and literally, right? Fucked up in the game, right? He's fucked up in the game. I think they was even thinking about sending his ass back home too. So skin falling off, right? His shit is all beat. It was disgusting. Like the way he went into details about the blisters, the pus, the skin.
He had a zombie dick.
So all that, and this is like you said, no fucking lesson.
All of the dead dick.
He went through all of that pain and suffering, right? Only to think about doing it again.
No. Whoa, hold on. So let me come in, and I like to illustrate exactly. Thank you. All right. So after he said that shit, I was just in awe. So I remember I was the person that asked him, "Did you learn?" No. You missed the one key part. I don't know if you. I'm not sure if you mentioned this part, but after he got the shit cathetered, the very next day after he was cleared to go back to work, he went to the chow hall. He sat down and he was eating his food. He looked down and his crotch was completely filled with blood. Like his shit was covered in blood. And then he said that, a couple of days later, he, everything went back to normal. But I was just like disgusted. And I had a nasty look on my face. One thing about me, it's very hard for me to hide my facial expressions. Like whatever I feel, that shit's gonna come. You won't see that shit on my face. I'm sorry. I looked at him with the nastiest look on my face, like, did you learn anything from that hindsight? And he looked at me dead, like square in my eye, and he was like, that was the best nut I ever had in my life.
I would do it again. I was like, what?
I was like, when he did that, I was like, oh my God, what is wrong with you?
Crazy. Motherfucker is insane, bro. He is nuts. He is nuts.
Something's wrong with that guy.
Literally
you will forever be known as Head and Shoulders, brother. You'll be forever known as Head and Shoulders.
Crazy.
And speak about how crazy this motherfucker is. Same motherfucker out here rolling with his personal firearm in the vehicle, making traffic stops off duty.
He's showing it off
duty.
Come on, off duty in his reserved Air Force uniform.
Come on. This is not somebody who should have a firearm.
I agree.
There should be something deeper, a deeper analysis of someone before we decide to give them a firearm.
Yeah.
It's just dangerous.
I remember
that's why he got relieved.
We were facts. We not even gonna talk about that.
That was your boy though. That was your
that
boy.
was not my boy, motherfucker.
That was your boy.
All right, I'm glad y'all
came in together and y'all almost left together.
Almost. I lasted another year and a half. God damn it, shit.
Oh God.
No, bro. Before we got assigned to flight, now we're in training together, and it was me, him, and it was another guy that was it was like 3 DOD guys, and we went to the chow hall. And we was close to the TV, and it was something about, I think it was Ferguson. I think it had something to do with Ferguson, Mike Brown. And I just looked at that shit like, man, that's a damn shame. And then Head and Shoulders looked at me. Head and Shoulders. Head and Shoulders looked at me. And he was like, you know what I think is going to happen, Free? I think we're going to go in the race war. You with me, Free? And I was like, wouldn't we be against each other because you white?
Yeah, what the fuck? It can make sense.
Yeah, like what the fuck is wrong with you?
You with me, brother?
Are you with me? We're not gonna take it.
Yo.
Something's wrong with that dude, dog. The mall's opening, but nobody's shopping.
Mm.
It's like he's like the epitome of that phrase right there. Like there's something wrong with that dude. He's not wrapped too tight
Mm-mm.
at all.
Crazy.
Instead of screws, he got wood chips. Like
That
there's
shit
something
crazy,
wrong.
bro.
Bat shit crazy. All right. I like to call this story shit. What can I call this shit? Pool. I just say pool. No, lake. I call it a lake. The lake.
Man, it's one of my favorites. All right, go ahead, dog.
Oh yeah, you remember this?
Yeah, I remember this shit. This one of my favorite ones. Go ahead, bro.
So, all right, whatever. Remember, I'm gonna try to say this the best.
Better
Try to
say
be
it
as
right.
accurate as possible. Yeah, I gotta say it right. Gotta say it right. So this is a while back, and I was living in Florida. Um, me and this lady, we were like real close friends, very very close friends, and we were like friends with benefits at that time. And we had feelings for each other. I wouldn't say friends with benefits because at that time it was much more than that. We had feelings for each other,
Mm.
and things just didn't work out. Like she got orders to go overseas, and I didn't get any orders at all. So like I just said right then and there, like, yo, it's not gonna work. Let's just keep it as friends, and everything will be kosher. I don't want to uh you know destroy a bridge. I
You
don't
want to
want
keep
to.
things copacetic. You want to
Yeah,
keep
Keep
things
things
right.
cool.
cordial. Keep
Yeah.
I
things
want
cordial.
You
I
come
want to.
back,
You
I
ain't
hit it
Right.
leaving
again.
yet. You ain't leaving
Yeah.
yet, baby. We still
Yeah.
got time.
We can still
But
do
we
some
ain't gonna do
things.
shit after
No,
you
we can
leave.
chill.
Like,
We can just hang out. You know, we just chilling.
Ain't no
You know, we
problem.
can.
Ain't no problem.
Ain't no problem at all. Ain't no problem at all.
Yeah.
So,
You know?
we
Talk to me nice.
talk to me
Talk
nice.
to me
So
nice.
we had a few fallouts. We just didn't agree. We just bumped heads like towards the end. But like this particular moment, she got her orders, and her birthday was like currently like within that week. So she went out on that weekend to downtown. So we were still beefing at the time, but so happened I was meeting up with someone else, and we ended up in the same club. We all end up in the same club. So I'm with a girl that I'm talking to, and because we agreed that we were just gonna keep it kosher. We were just gonna keep it as friends. And she had one too many drinks. So and she was with her like her, crew of friends. So I saw them from across the club, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going over there. I'm gonna keep
Mm.
my ass over here, and I'm gonna just try to look as incognito as possible. Guess what happens? A fight breaks out. Everyone has to get pushed out of the club. Now the club is like in a it's like in an alleyway, and then outside the alley is the main strip where all the other bars and clubs are at. So there's a huge ass fight. Everyone's like circling or like bunched up in this alley, and then it finally breaks up. There's a fight in the middle of the crowd. Now everything's like spread it out where the people have space to fight. I'm on one side of the fight, and she is on the other side looking at me as I am pulling the girl that I'm talking to away. I put her behind me. She
Mm.
saw that shit, and I can, bro. Have you ever
Bitch went
felt
into a
tension?
blind rage.
Have you ever, bro? Have you ever felt tension? Have you ever felt tension? Have you ever felt tension through someone's
Yes.
eyes?
Hell
Through
yeah.
another fight, like fuck all the other tension that's going on right here. I'm seeing tension that's going through that man. It was terrible.
Yo.
So the fight was over where everyone went their way, and one of her friends came up to me and was like, hey, she really drunk, and we're about to go to like Orlando. We're about to go somewhere, and I need you to take her home. Now what do I do? Being a good person that I am, I'm not gonna leave my friend here, all drunk and shit. Let me just take her home. And I told the girl I was talking to, look, she's a good friend of mine. I'm gonna take her home, and I'm gonna shoot you a text or I'll call you so I can head back to you, because I was gonna chill with some of her friends. So it takes like 10 minutes to get to her house from the club that we're at. It took like 4 times longer than that
Mhm.
because, bro, I'm driving. I never got my ass whooped while driving before. Like as I'm driving, and
First time, huh?
bro, I was impressed.
Until that day.
Yeah. I was impressed because like as I'm driving throughout that whole 10 minutes to get to her crib, I'm getting jabbed in the face. I'm getting the mush, all that shit. And I'm still driving straight. I got full control of this motherfucker.
Laser focus.
Just
10 and 2. 10 and 2, baby. 10
wheel
and 2.
stable, the wheel stable and shit, but I'm still like, okay, all right.
Like a NASCAR
You're more
driver.
resilient. You're more resilient than some. I'll
So
tell you that.
we could, yeah, bro. I really kept I
You
kept,
got,
bro.
Whoopi
I
got
kept
some
my
good
cool.
nerves.
I kept my cool.
Uh-huh.
I'm very proud of myself for that. I
Good for
kept my
you.
cool.
good for good for you.
but wait. There's
There's
more.
more.
There's
I'm
so
sorry. Go ahead.
we get to her crib, and she's like, I told her once I parked in front of her crib, I was like, yo, you need to get the fuck out because I don't want to say anything that I regret, or I don't want to do anything that I'm gonna regret.
Mm.
She's like, no, fuck that. I'm not I'm not leaving this goddamn car until we talk. And I'm like, you mad? I'm mad. It is 2:30 in the morning. I'm hungry as shit and I want to chill with my friends. There is nothing to talk about. We're not going to get anywhere at this point. And she kept insisting, I'm not getting out until we talk. Okay, motherfucking. I get out the car. I get out of frustration, out of anger. I get out the car without even, thinking twice. Once I get out the car, I slam my driver door. I go around to open the passenger door to get her out. She lock.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
So I'm just like, so I got dark tint, right? I had dark tint in my car. I had bro, I had like 5% dark tint. You could hardly see my car. Yeah, bro. Like
Dirty.
Presidential shit.
Presidential shit. Presidential. Top flight security of the world, Craig.
Yo.
But dog, it was the tint was like so fucking dark. So like can you imagine 2:30 in the morning you communicating with a person with 5% tint? I'm just like, can you please open the door? You please open the door. And I can see her as she's like,
oh my God.
She's like, nope, I ain't doing it. So I was like, all right, look, I'll talk, but please get in the car. Oh, let me get in the car. And she was like, okay. She unlocked the door. I get back in the car and we was talking for a little bit. And she's like, and then after that little small talk, I was like, okay, can we please just talk about this? Like, it seemed like everything's good now. Yay. So can you please just get out the car? Nope, I'm not leaving because I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna go hang out with that other girl.
Trying to fuck.
Not even, bro. It wasn't, bro. I swear to God, it wasn't even that.
You're lying.
You're lying.
I promise you. I promise you. No.
Ass, bro. Stop lying.
You can lie to them. You ain't gonna lie to us.
That's right.
I promise you.
We know what it was.
So, all right. So, truth be told, at that particular moment, no, I wasn't trying to, but we eventually did. So, I put it, we had a little thing going on, but she kept saying that she's not going to get out the car. So I was like, listen, either you get out the fucking car right now, or because I went along with her accusations. Either you get out the fucking car, or I'm gonna drive you. Your ass is gonna stay in the car with me. I'm gonna go to that girl house and I'm gonna fuck, and you're gonna sit in the car and wait for me to be done, and then I take your ass home.
First time for that too, huh?
Yeah. I turned to a straight dick. I turned to a straight asshole. There was nothing else. Like I don't want to like physically yank this girl out of my car. So I had to think of another solution. Like, all right, fuck it. I'm just gonna say something to hurt your feelings and maybe that get you out. Did that happen? No.
Nope.
I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I had to act as if, because I didn't want to do that shit, but I had to act as if I'm serious. So I reversed. I get out the parking lot. I go to the first stop sign. That shit's right by a lake, brother. Right when I put that shit in a complete stop, she put my car in park, grabbed the keys, ran. All my windows are down at that point. She grabbed the keys, kicked the damn door open, ran out. Yo, this woman had heels on. This woman, you remember?
So you can hear the sound effects as they hit the car.
So you remember the Boondocks episode when Grandpa was talking to the stripper chick and she was running real fast with the heels? That's exactly how that shit was. She grabbed the shit and all I hear is click, 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 and I saw her throw the keys, and then I'm just a couple seconds later I hear bloop, and I'm like, oh my God, she threw my keys in the lake. Oh my God, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I'm just sitting in my Charger. Now
at the stop sign.
2:30 to 3 in the morning, windows down, bro. I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. I told you in Florida they have Black Hawk Down mosquitoes.
Oh my God.
That's what the motherfucker sound like when they come down on you.
Feels like a rescue task force, dog. Like paratroopers. But she threw my keys, and then I chased her back to her crib. And I'm knocking on the door.
She outran this man in heels.
Yes, bro. No. Facts. I'm still like when all that shit happened, my hands were still on the wheel. My hands were still on the wheel in amazement, like in shock. Like
you was dumbfounded. It was like, what? This bitch really just do this?
yo, she really threw my keys in the lake. Oh
Oh my goodness.
shit.
My fucking
So
eyes, man.
I go so to speed this up, I go back to her. I go to her crib, knock on her door. She's like, I'm not letting you in until we talk. All right, we start talking, and then then she told me that she didn't throw the keys away.
Mm.
She had them, and I'm like, okay, can you please give me the keys? I will talk to you, but please give me please give me the keys. Well, you're gonna come in here and we're gonna talk. I'm like, okay. So I go in her crib.
Talk.
She no, not at all, not at
That's
all,
all
not
she
at all.
wanted.
She was
That's
like,
all she wanted.
I'm
That's all
gonna
That's what
get
she
you.
she
wanted.
That's
wanted.
I don't know, but she said that she was going to her room, and I'm talking to her long distance, like she's going to her room, getting getting cleaned up, getting thrown on PJs.
Getting prepped.
As she's talking in her room, as I'm talking to her while she's in her room, I'm in the living room. I'm literally flipping the couch. I'm looking under the coffee table. I looked
Hmm.
every single place that my keys would possibly be. The only place I didn't look at that moment was, let me look in the oven. I don't know why, but I just said, you know what, fuck it, let me look in the oven. I opened it. Oh, that shit's
You
right there.
lying,
What you got?
bro?
I swear to God.
Are
Why
you
I gotta lie
fucking
for? Why I gotta
serious?
lie for? What I gotta lie for? I saw them shits, and she was walking out of her room in like she's in the hallway coming back in the living room. I grabbed them shits. I kicked the front door open, and I slid down the fucking. She was on the third floor. I slid down the goddamn rails, bro. Like I was gone. I was gone, and she chasing my ass, bro. So I'm just like,
Yo,
I jump in the fucking car, and I skirt like I was gone. I dipped. I
that
dipped.
bitch is crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro. And she
Oh
was
my
still
god.
chasing me, bro. She was still chasing me to out of the apartment complex. Crazy.
Oh my
Crazy.
god.
But the I mean, we're cool now. So I mean, I guess no harm, no foul. It came out to be a funny ass story. I mean, we can laugh about it now, but
Yeah,
yeah, that's a tall glass of crazy. I wanted to end it off with that.
Oh
that's a
my
great
god.
ending. It's a
Hopefully,
great
oh,
ending.
so if she sees this, yo, much love, fool. I love you to death, but this shit was too damn funny. So I had to, and I didn't, and I made sure I didn't try to, you know, degrade you in any kind of way. Everyone got crazy moments, so
You
He was
live and
hitting
you
that.
learn.
you
He was
live and
hitting that
learn.
crazy button. That's what it was. He was hitting that crazy
Yeah,
button.
that's what it was.
Boop.
I-
Oh, I'm
Ding, ding,
crazy.
like Super Mario doing
This
the
bitch
uppercut
has
on Super
lost her
Smash Brothers.
mind. Yeah, he was
Mhm.
pushing that bitch.
Nah, man, I never
Yeah, okay.
experienced anything like that before,
Uh-huh.
but yeah.
First time, huh? First time.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that
First of all,
moment,
funny.
yeah. It's a fresh
That's funny
reminder.
as shit. Funny
Yeah,
as
dog.
hell. This has been a great episode. Like the laughs, my face hurts. I've been laughing so fucking hard this episode. Like I done had a smile this whole episode. It feels like. I hope you guys had a smile this whole episode, just like us. You know, before we exit, remember to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. Be on the lookout because we coming soon to Spotify. We're coming soon to that Apple. Wherever you listen to your podcast, we will be there soon.
Yup.
You know. And in the meantime, between time, baby,
Mm.
remember to say it how
How
you
you
feel
feel?
every time.
Say that shit how you feel.
Speak it.
Please say it with your chest.
It's been a pleasure. We appreciate you guys coming out again.
Peace.
Peace. Much love to your family.